Okay. Now let's check the syntax error intentionally. Then we can go for the runtime errors. Now, simply I want to print hello. Print hello. Right? It's it's showing output. Now instead of that, I want to use single quote. Syntax error. EOL means end of the line. Was scanning string literal. So it's showing syntax error that is at the end of the line. You must use double quote. Right? Now it is valid. Now intentionally I have removed the last parenthesis. Unexpected EOL, EOF, right? Syntax error. Now, instead of print, I just want to print. Okay. Name error. What do you mean by print? We don't know about the print. I know only print. So it's showing name error. Now, if a equal to 10, print a, else print hello. Just I'm typing randomly. Right. Let us assign a equal to 10. Now a equal to 10, it is assigned. A equal to 10 and indentation error. Okay. Here, even though I use this one, still it throws error in the Python. Means in the spider. You know why? Because loops, functions, classes all need to be executed at a time only, not line by line. Okay, just keep that in mind. Now I want to execute this one. 10. It is printed 10 exactly. Now intentionally I'm removing this one. Now indentation error. No. Okay. Now I want to show you one thing. Print code is executed. See. Now we are going to print three things. One is the hello. Automatically there is no error, so it will print first hello. Let me take it will print hello. There is no doubt. After that, it checks a equal to 10, a equal to, it is satisfied, right? So that it will print, it will not be printed. So second one is the print a, that is 10 value. After that, it is not in this else loop or else condition. It is out of that. Okay. If it is in indentation, then it belongs to else. It is not in the indentation. It is out of the indentation. So it is for complete code. So code is executed. This is the output we should get. We need to get this three. Let me clear that. Hello, 10 code is executed. Now fine. If I use indentation, now this print statement belong to else condition. So what happens here? Hello will be printed. A equal 10, A equal 10. Now it is satisfied. So it will be printed. Whatever the thing which is inside the else block will not be printed because if we is satisfied. Now you can check here. Hello, 10 only. If I write outside of this one, obviously it will print irrespective of else if, all those things. Now what I'm going to do is, it must print hello 10 code is executed. If there is an error, so first Python prints like this, or it starts the interpret like this. First it goes to hello. Now there is no error in that, so it prints hello. Then after a equal 10, it is good syntax wise, everything is fine. So if a equal to 10, it is true, so that it will enter into this one. But here there is a problem, that error, that is indentation error. Because of this indentation error, it will throw an error and it will not go further code and it will not interpret anything. So even though it is out of that, because of error, it will not print, simply it will print hello and error. Let me execute this thing. Oops, where is hello? Hello has to be printed. Print A. Okay, you can check here line by line. It is printed. Now, if I print this one, indentation error. Because of this error, it will not go to, even though it is valid code. So if we want to overcome this one, then we need to use exceptions. Exception handling. Okay. Now, it's a kind of speed breaker for the normal flow of execution because it's throwing error. Now, so how? Oops. Yeah, exceptions. 10 by 0. As I told that 10 by 0, 0 division error, and 10 by 10 type error, that is integer and str means string. Okay. What else? If we try for addition, 10 plus 10, type error, because can only concatenate string, not int. String to string. 10 is string, but this one is number, integer. If I use, let's say 1, check that. 10 plus 10, 10 plus 1, 10, 1. It's concatenation. So addition of strings or the characters is called concatenation. Technically, we can call them as a concatenation. Now, how can we overcome this one? That's the thing we are going to discuss. Now, try except. This is the syntax. First, I want to write risky code. This is risky code. This is risky code. This is not risky code because both are strings and it will give the some output. Try. First, try this one. If it is throwing error, then raise exception. Okay. What is the exception? Enter, or it cannot be divided by 0, like that. See, that's what I have written here. Now, a equal to 10, b equal to 0, print a by b. That is 10 by 0. Obviously, it throws error, right? First, I want to execute only inside the code. 0 division error. Now, using try and except. Number is not divisible by string data. Okay. Or else we can change this one. 0. No. Number is not divisible by 0. Let me check this one. Instead of 0, I want 2. 10 by 2, it's valid, right? So, let me check. 5.0. Yes, it is valid code. It is valid code. It will not enter into except. Simply, it will execute. When there is an error, dangerous, then it will enter into in this one. Okay. Once again, I'm showing if I use instead of 2, if I use 0, number is not, it's our wish. Whatever I want to write, that can user can understand that statement. Oh, I entered 0 number now. Like that, he can understand that. So these are the a few examples. I'll share with you that index out of bound. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal with lists. Even numbers. Numbers I have given 2, 4, 6, 8. Print even numbers 5. Even number 5. 5 is the index. What is the value of 5 index here? This is 0, 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4 and we don't have 5. So no 4 index, 5 index. So that it throws the index error. Without try all those things, let me try this one. We'll check the error. I want to execute only 2 lines. Index error, list index out of range, because the index are only 0 to 3, but I have assigned that. Instead of 5, let me take some 2. What is the 2? 0, 1, 2, 6. Correct answer. Okay. Even though we enter, execute all these things, still it throws the exact output. Now I have using let's say 7. It's out of range. Then what's going to do is index out of bound, where this one, as I said, index error in the previous slide. Okay, where is that index error? This, just simply copy this one and paste here. Okay, Python, what you are going to do is accept this error. Accept this error, then print that. Even I use 0 division error. If there is 0 division error, then denominator cannot be 0. But we have exception raised because of index error. So index out of bound, or let's write another thing. There is no index with given number. Now I want to print all these things. Yeah, there is no, okay, no. There is no index with given number because I have given 7. Now I want to give only 2. Yes, it is available. So what happens? Surely it should print output 2. Instead of 2, I want to use 3. 8. This one. Right? Try except, or else I can use in the same line. Index error all at once. Instead of this, we can write something. Invalid. Simply invalid. That's it. Let me execute this one. 8. Okay, it's valid. Now instead of that, I'm going to use 6. Invalid. That's what I have written. It is executed. If I write print here, Okay, print. I'm writing out of except. Print code is successfully executed. Because we don't write only 3 lines up, right? There are multiple lines behind that. Now what happened here is, if I don't use except, now see here, how many statements we are going to print? Invalid and code is successfully executed. If there is error, here there is error. Instead of this, let me try one more thing. Yeah. First, I want to print this one, 2. Only 3 lines of code. Yeah, 6 and code is successfully executed. Now instead of this, I want to take 7. No, it is not printing because of the error is raised above that line, so that Python interpreter will not reach to next line, that is Python code is successfully executed. It will not execute. That's the reason. If you want to overcome that, just remove that one. And now see here, invalid, that is it's going to invalid, and automatically it reaches to other. If you want to write some print a plus b, you can do that. A plus b. What is a plus b? There is no a plus b, right? You can take a print 10 like that. Right? It will print automatically. So if you are writing Python code, this is some portion of code. This is some portion of code. This is portion of code. There are multiple lines of code. If there is an error here, if you don't do exception handling concept, this will not execute it. It only executes, right? The execution will stop here. If you going to handle that, there is smooth way of execution. Okay, and you can check here. Oh, what happened? Why? It's syntax error. I know. Let me try this one. I want to print the same thing. Now, error, because except must be there. Except, okay, let me close all these things. So now all the 4 lines are valid. Try this one. Now it is error. Invalid, successfully finished. What are the things? See here, irrespective raise of exception, it will execute. If there is no error, it will print this one, try and else. When error is raised, then it will print no error. Irrespective of either error or no error. Okay, these are how it works. Let me execute another example with this code only. Now, as it is raising error because 7 is out of range. So invalid successfully. Invalid, where is the invalid? Except this one, because the error is raised. Irrespective of error, it is printing finally statement. Now, what I'm going to do is, I want to use 2 or 1. Now see here. What are the things are printing? Try is printed because 1 is 4. 4 is printed. Now, as it is executed, like if else condition, as it is executed, it will not enter into that, but both are correlated, this else and try. Okay. Now, no caption is found. Even though there is error, no error, automatically it will finish. Irrespective of error, finally block will be printed. This we can use for different exceptions handling. So if the question is interviewer asked you, if you are asked a question in interview that write a code for the sum of two numbers or what we call sum of two numbers, division of two numbers. Let me take online compiler so that you'll understand that. Within 2 to 3 minutes, I'll finish that. After showing that. Python online interpreter. Right. So what I are going to do is, let me, if you write code like this, write a code write a code for division of two numbers. From user input. Okay, from user only. How can we take the input? Obviously, number 1 equal to int because it's in input enter the first number. Ignore the spelling mistakes as I'm typing it very fast. And let's take number 2. This is number 2. Second number. Right. Print. Okay, what is the logic? Number 1 by number 2. Now I want to execute this one. First number is 10. 10 by 3. 3.33. Fine. Okay. Good. 10 by 9. Good. Now there is an error. 10 by 0. You can check here 0. What is the error it's going on? Dealing with 0 division error. Remember one thing, 0 division error. Now 10 by 10. Value error. Because you should give one number, not string. Okay, 10 by 10. Value error. Now there is no execution. So the interviewer asked you like this. Okay, enter two numbers. If you write the code like this, then you he will know that you are not good at exception handling. So what you are going to do is try this code. Okay, let's give indentation. What are the errors we are facing? Else 0 division. First we will deal with 0, capital 0 division error. Okay. Print. What we are going to do is the number is not divisible with 0. That's what we need to inform to user. Oops. What happened? Okay, not else, except. Number 1, 10. Okay, nice. 2, nice. 5.0. Good. Now 10, 0. What's it printing? In the previous example, it has thrown some error, 0 division error like that. Now we are accepting that division error and showing that the number is not divisible with 0. Or else we can write enter valid number. Enter valid number. Okay, let me check that. Some 300 not 33, 233. It is good, fine. Some value and 0. Enter valid number. So we are informing to user that user please enter a valid number instead of 0. Okay. So all this you can try with multiple examples. Just go through Google and type exception handling in Python. Then you'll know all these things. Only 4 keywords. What are the 4 keywords? Try. Try. Where we can write risky code, and except, where we are mentioning except these errors, and we remaining towards optional, of course, else, and finally. Right? Any doubts? If I have any doubts regarding this, you can ask. Let me stop recording.